Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna. I am a portrait photographer in the Chicagoland area, and today we're going to be doing a product photo shoot for Flintts mints. This is not a paid video for Flintts mints, but they did send me 3 tins of their mints, so I thought it'd be a really good idea to do a concept that I really wanted to do for some product shots. This was the original photo that I had taken straight out of camera, and then I decided to do something else, so this is the final result. We're going to start this video the same way that we start every other video, which is setting up all of our equipment. We're going to be using the additional GVM RGB LED lights. Using your RGB lights against your backdrop is going to be a really simple way to change the color without having to purchase another backdrop. Once we had opened Photoshop, the first thing that we're going to do is hit the object selection tool. We're going to draw over the cup simply because I had a different concept that I wanted than the one that I originally taken straight out of camera. So we're going to make sure that we get rid of the background, and we're going to do solid color. And we want to make sure that the color of the background matches the color of the cup. So make sure that the cup is placed on the top layer, and then you select color picker and pick the blue that closest fits the selection. We're going to tilt the cup because I want to have the illusion of it sort of falling or slipping out because we're going to add some water in there later. I found a Flintts mints PNG, but I didn't like the drop shadow at the end of it, so what I went ahead is I double clicked on that layer and made sure that I removed it with, again, using object selection tool. And this is going to be the fun part, actually. This is where we're going to be using just this one PNG to get the whole concept that we're looking for. The only thing that you're going to need essentially is using perspective warp and this PNG. So once you have figured out the sort of alignment that you want for the mint, you can go ahead and duplicate the layer and tilt it in the direction that you would like. I tried to make it equal in the way that it is flipped horizontally as well as flipped vertically, and I also wanted to play a lot with the Gaussian blur. So you want to make sure that the mints that are closest to the frames are very blurred out. I would say probably at like a 10 pixel, and then everything that's closer to the cup at like a 1 or a 2. So I wanted to add some water in there as well. So what I went ahead and did is found a picture of a water splash, and then I took the lasso tool and removed most of the black that I didn't want. I hit the filter layer and I hit screen because that's going to be the most realistic water looking one, and then just had 2 layers of the cup on the front and on the bottom, so that way the water kind of flows in between the cup. You're going to want to make it look as realistic as possible, so just make sure that the water is coming into the cup but not going over the product, because you obviously want to promote the product itself. So I then noticed at the bottom of this PNG it's really cut off very quickly, so I wanted to hide it with a couple of the mints essentially over the subject, so that way it just looks like it flows nicely. And this should be the final result. The very first tip that I have for you is, if you're only taking photos of the box and not the content that's inside, is to remove the content, because I had completely forgotten that I left the mints inside of the tin, and as I was trying to get the correct shot, I actually realized that the water started to get very cloudy and the mints were actually melting inside. So to save the day, I had to run to my kitchen, get all the mints out, and dry the tin to start all over. The other tip that I have for you is, don't be afraid to copy someone's style or try to imitate or get inspired by their product shots. I have seen photos like I have taken today all over Instagram, so I figured I would just try to be creative and figure out how exactly they did it. So if you find something that you really like, don't be afraid to just go ahead and try it out for yourself. But that is the end of this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification button to get notified every single time I post a new video. If you're interested in videos just like this, I have a playlist created going over my Lightroom and Photoshop edits, so that will be listed up here as well as in the description box below. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.